What's going on, YouTube? I hope all is well today. Matt Garland here, NMLS number 58700, but better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. We are live. We are blessed. Fix my collar a little bit. Thank God for another day. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If this is your first time here, welcome to my world. All right. Now, all my realtors, make sure you when you tap in, make sure you leave a comment, put the name, city, state, wherever you representing, because you never know who might need your services. All right. And if you haven't already, go to mgbookstore.com and pick up the latest and greatest books. House Economics, the Real Estate Investment Manifesto, two great books, great for the first time home buyer, first time investor. Okay. And if you're not tapped into my Mortgage Academy, make sure you go to mgmortgageacademy.com. So let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about it. So I was on Instagram Live just a little while ago, and today's show we're gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna answer a couple of your questions, but I was telling a story of converting single families into multifamily homes. So if you don't know, I have a mentorship program where I'm helping hundreds of people right now, one-on-one, get to their real estate goals. You know, we have one-on-one calls. Some people I'm on a call with weekly, some people bi-weekly, and some people once a month. It just depends on how much motion that you have. If you guys are interested in my mentorship program, DM me at MG the Mortgage Guy on Instagram, your full name, email address, cell phone number, and be payment ready because I'm gonna send you an invoice. It's $1,000 for 6 months. It's very affordable. Okay. So let's talk about how to convert a single family to a multifamily home. So today I'm on a call with one of my mentees, and she was telling, she lives in the Southeast. So for those of you who live in the Southeast, right, you know that shout out to Rocky, one of my mentees as well. Shout out to my nieces and nephews. She says, good afternoon, all from Jersey. It's a great mentorship to be in. Shout out to Rocky and all my mentees. So I'm speaking with her, and the problem that I see in the Northeast a lot when people are looking to kind of like do like the house economics thing, right? You're trying to do like 4-3-2-1 or something like that, or you're trying to do 3-2-2 or whatever it is you're trying to do, right? You're trying to house hack your life away. You're trying to create cash flow, supplement your mortgage payment, or even live for free in cash flow. But the problem is in the Southeast regions and most of the country, there are not a lot of multifamily properties that are available. So what do you have to do? You have to buy single family homes that have ADUs. Now, does everybody in my YouTube world, you guys know what ADUs are? Accessory dwelling units. Type in chat yes or no. Type in chat yes or no. Right? So ADU will give you some sort of money coming in, but it's more like supplementing your mortgage payment. It's not really going to create too much cash flow unless you have a big enough ADU and maybe you're going to Airbnb it or pair space it where you're making more money out of that ADU. And that's a good option for those of you who live in the Southeast who might not want to be a landlord, so to speak, but you're okay with running some sort of business out of your ADU. Maybe you start looking into like pair space and Airbnb and those things, right? Instead of doing like a long-term tenant, because you can have more profit coming in with your ADU. So one of the things that came up in today's conversation with my mentee was the possibility about converting a one family into a multifamily home. Now, this is very possible to get done. And we see this happen all the time in New York, where someone will buy a small ranch in an area that's dominated by multifamilies or a small Cape Cod type of home, and they will basically convert that into a multifamily home. Now, this is a process. This is not something that can happen overnight, right? You have to get architectural plans. First of all, you have to even see if the town that you live in will even allow you to put a multifamily on that lot. That's first things first. So you got to check your zoning. I know places like Houston, they don't really have zoning laws like that. You can kind of, I've seen in Houston a single family home and next door is a 20 family unit building. Like Houston is crazy, right? But not everywhere in the country operates like that. So, number one, y'all, make sure you check your zoning laws for the town that you're looking to buy in and see if it's even feasible for you to do some sort of a conversion on a single family to a multifamily. That's number one. Number two, you need to have an architect who can put together these architectural plans. Very important because without these architectural plans, the contractor or builder, whoever you hire to do this conversion for you, they don't know what they're doing. So they need the guidance from the plans. So those are the first three things that you need to do, y'all. Right? Step one, find out what the zoning is for the area you're in. Two, architectural plans. Three, scope of work from your contractor. Now, did you know from a financing perspective? Because when I was speaking to my mentee, one of the questions was, well, how can I get the funding to do something like this if I'm just a first time home buyer? I'm like, well, you can use an FHA 203K loan. An FHA 203K loan will allow you to do a conversion on the property. Take it from a single family to a multifamily as long as the town approves it. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. A 203K is hard enough to get done when you're purchasing a home, when you're just doing a regular rehab, right? Because there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to the contractor. You got a seller who wants to close pretty fast. And some these 203Ks can take 30 to 60 days, just depending on the lender and how quick you can get all your documentation, and especially if it's a large scale rehab. Now, when you're doing a conversion and you know you want to take this one family to a multifamily, my recommendation is for you to do it when you own the home. So me personally, I would probably recommend you going through a regular mortgage process, whether you're doing an FHA loan or a conventional loan, whatever it is. Close on the property as quickly as you can, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is. So that way you get the seller out of the mix and you ain't on no timeline. Because let's face it, to get architectural plan, and the reason why I say this is because it takes time to get your architectural plans. And if you're trying to do this while you're purchasing a house, you're going to delay your closing. Your seller's going to be pissed. You're going to miss closing dates. Unless you can find a seller that's willing to give you probably 4 months to close or something like that, you probably want to go and just buy the house and then do the 203K as a refinance to do your conversion. Now, it's more expensive that way. Let's not get it twisted. I'm going to tell you the bad too. It's definitely more expensive because you're paying closing costs when you purchase and then you're going to pay closing costs again, right? It's definitely more expensive. But these are all the things you got to factor into your numbers too when you're looking at your ARVs, your after renovated values as well. So if you're able to, whether it's a purchase or refi, right? If you purchase, well, let's just call it, let's do it a refi. I'm going to stay right there. If you do a regular close on the house, because remember, when you're doing a K2, and I don't know, first of all, do you guys even know about 203Ks? Because I'm about to talk about a lot of shit, and I don't even know if you guys even know about 203Ks. Do you guys know about 203Ks? Yes or no in chat, please. I need to know because I don't want to, because 203Ks is not for freshmen. This is for the varsity folks, right? This is for varsity. There's a lot that goes on with a 203K that you need to be aware of before we, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you are saying no. A lot of you are saying no. Well, some of you are saying yes, but majority right now is saying no, you don't know about 203K. So my advice is go to mgmortgageacademy.com. We got a whole 203K course in there. Go take it. Okay? You'll learn a lot. It's a lot and it can be complicated. That is very true. Now, Yes, bring the heat, Ninja. Yeah, y'all say the funny as shit. Yes, I read your book. Very smart, Angela. Very smart. So, all right, I'm not going to get into a crazy refresher on 203Ks, but there's a lot of moving parts with 203Ks. And this is why I'm saying it's best if you're going to do a conversion on the property to own the property first, then do the refinance of the 203K. Because look, architectural plans can take 1 to 4 months to get done, just depending on the architect, right? It takes time to get that done. And even when you get your plans back, there's going to be tweaks and stuff like that. And sometimes architects move like molasses, they're extremely slow. So you need to, first of all, find a good architect who can get it done pretty quickly. Now, also, if you're going down this route and you're going to hire an architect, you got to be prepared for the cost of those plans. Plans can cost you 5 to 25,000, depending on what you're doing. Right? It's a lot. So you got to be financially ready for this as well. Again, this is not for freshmen. This is for varsity. This ain't for junior varsity. So if you ain't got no money, this ain't for you. Okay? Let's not even waste your time. Please. So you get your architectural plans, and then your architect will submit for permits. Now, depending on where you live, those permits can take, who knows? God knows how long the permits could take. It could take 3 months, it could take 6 months, it could take a year to get approved. So you want to find out also when you're doing your due diligence, when you're buying this home from the building department, how long is it taking for architectural plans to get approved? Because this is all going to impact your timeline of your conversion. Now, what I would recommend is once you get the permits approved, then apply for the financing. Because once you apply for the financing, to close on a refinance would take about 30 days. Because by then you'll have not only your architectural plans, your permits, and you'll have your scope of work. Hopefully you'll have your HUD consultant by then as well. And it's going to be more of a seamless process because you're doing all your legwork before you get into a mortgage process. So you'll get your HUD consultant involved. They'll do their feasibility inspection report at the same time the contractor's doing their scope of work. And then by the time you get your permits approved, now you can just go ahead and submit your documents to the bank, go through underwriting in a timely manner. And if the moon, stars, and sun align, you can close in 30 days, maybe 45 days, just depending on the lender. Now, once you close, you have 6 months to complete this conversion. You got to have your contractors got to be on it. And that's more than enough time to get a conversion done. But you got to have good contractors, y'all. You can't go into this not with a solid team. But this can be done. And we do this a lot in New York. We do this a lot in New York. So I say all this to say to you guys, especially those of you who live in the South and maybe you have single family homes right now, because a lot of you like, yo, I wish I could get a multi-family. Like I spoke to 2 mentees yesterday. They were saying that, like, yo, they love their neighborhood and everything. They just wish they don't really want to sell. And where the multifamilies are is the hood. This might be an opportunity for some of y'all to convert your single families into multifamilies. I don't know. I don't know where you live, and I don't know how your house live, and I don't know the neighborhood. I'm just trying to give y'all some solutions to some of the problems that y'all come to me with. Okay. And TJH is 100% correct. Make sure the property is located in a neighborhood and not a subdivision. For the ones who don't know, I 100% agree with that. If you live in a subdivision, 9 times out of 10, you got HOA. And you guys know how I feel about HOA. HOA is the devil themselves. So, and 9 times out of 10, in that subdivision, they're not going to allow you to put up no multifamily home or convert your house to a multifamily. So just make sure you don't live in no subdivision if you're trying to do this. Uh, so this is a good question. Mr. Love Park says, Could it be cheaper to build a multifamily instead of convert? It's not a matter. No, I think a conversion will probably be cheaper because you have most of the house is pretty much built already, right? You just converting the house into a multifamily. Maybe you add in a dormer, an extension to the house to create, the second apartment, as you might say, right? So it could be cheaper to do the conversion than the multifamily. But also, you have to realize too, when you're talking FHA loans or conventional mortgages, they're not going to let you build ground up multifamily constructions. And even most construction to permanent financing loans, if it's primary residence, where you want good interest rates on the money, they won't let you do nothing but single families. Now, when you get into the investing hard money, private money world and construction loans world for investors, yes, you can do multifamilies on those properties 100%, right? But you got to have a lot more skin in the game, 25, 30% down. Or if you have a lot of experience in the past 12 to 18 months with building properties from ground up, then you can get better financing terms. But if you're brand new to this, it's not going to be in your best interest. So that's why I'm recommending doing a conversion. That way you get the training well. And most of you guys got to realize, right? Most of you have to realize when you're doing any type of loan like this, where you doing rehabs and stuff like that, this counts as experience. This is giving you training wheels, right? You're learning how to work with contractors. You're going through a rehab. You're going through some sort of a development. This is giving you your experience. It's helping your experience. And you also have a HUD consultant that's on board that's basically like the trainer wheels. If you pick the right HUD consultant, they act as if like a construction project manager, so to speak. So this is something that can really be very beneficial for you guys if you learn it and do it the right way. This is key. Learn it, do it the right way. Okay. Um, I'll be legend said, and new home value, and at the time of the sale, you pay it back. There's more, but that is the gist of it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're correct. Let's see. Name of the book. I got House Hackonomics. So Lisa Morris, House Hackonomics, the Real Estate Investors Manifesto. Great for the first time home buyer who wants to house hack and first time investor. mgbookstore.com. Go to mgbookstore.com or just join my mortgage academy. Go to mgmortgageacademy.com. Okay. So, Slow, could it be? No, you already answered that. Lisa says, thanks for all these golden nuggets. Damn. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that comes with it, right? So when I was having this conversation with my mentee today, I said, you know what? This is something I'm going to talk about on Instagram. But as I started talking on Instagram, I said, you know what? I need to take this to YouTube so that way this information lives and you guys can do what you want with it, right? Now, if you need help with financing when it comes to rehab loans or construction loans, me and my team can help you. We service 25 states. So you can email Garland Group, and I'm gonna put the email in the comments, Garland Group at unmb.com, right? Make sure you put the subject YouTube so my team can see it and you guys can, inquire about getting pre-approved for all your rehab type financing. So 203Ks is a very important product in the marketplace for especially for those of you who are on that first time home buyer journey and you're looking to do some sort of rehab, you want to get into multifamilies or you want to get into like BRRRR strategies and things of that nature. So it's very important that you learn rehab financing. Now, I'm going to host a class on July 23rd. That's a Sunday. Let me see. Let me look at my calendar. I just want to make sure I got the right dates. July 23rd, which is a Sunday in Brooklyn, New York. Doors will open at 11 a.m. We're going to go to about 4 p.m. Right? So if you are in New York and you want to come to this class, let me know. DM me. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do since this is National Home Ownership Month? It's going to be completely free. Come one, come all. Come one, come all. Come to Brooklyn Sunday, June 23rd. Details will be announced on Friday. I'm giving you the sneak peek. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna put the get the Eventbrite link and everything like that together probably tonight. And probably when I come out here tomorrow, why wait till Friday? It's free. Why not? I'm gonna just put it out there tomorrow. All right. So those of you who want to learn about 203Ks and rehab loans and things of that nature, you know what? Come to Brooklyn and I'll teach you, amongst other things that we'll learn in Brooklyn. Okay. So DM me the word New York on my Instagram page. DM the word New York. And tomorrow, when I get that link up and running, I'll DM you the link personally tomorrow. And you can register for the Sunday class. How about that? Okay, let's get some questions. You know what I want to do? This is something I haven't done in a while. Let's do this. Let me let me let me take some of y'all on the show right now. Let's because some of y'all got some good. I put the link in the comments. Right, I'm gonna put the links in the comments right here. Here's the link in the comments right here. If you want to come on the show right now, if you got any questions about this particular topic that we're discussing or anything, damn, why does this shirt keep riding up like this? This is kind of blowing minds right now. If you got any particular questions, come on the channel. I put the link in the comment right there. Can you host it on Zoom as well? Sorry, TJH, I cannot. Unfortunately, I will not stream this. I will not record this for Zoom or any other platform. I might record it for myself. Maybe I upload the replay in the academy. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll upload it in the academy. So join the academy, TJH. It's only $12.99 a month. Join the academy, and you can get access to the replay. So those of you who are not part of the academy, join the academy. In the Brooklyn class, you'll be able to watch it in the academy. How about that? That makes more sense. Hitachi says we need this in Atlanta. You know what? I'm gonna do a class in Atlanta too next month. Why not? Thank you, Hitachi Willis. I'll do a class next month in Atlanta. I'm actually going to be in Atlanta the weekend of the 13th of July. So maybe I do a class in Atlanta that Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I'll think about that. So Anna Hutchinson says, what if you already have a single family home, but it has two apartments on a property? How do you change that from a single family to a multifamily? Well, if you have two apartments already, why are you trying to change anything? Why not just rent those apartments out? Why try to change? Why, like, you already have two apartments on the property. Why go through that process of doing anything like that? What about Dallas, Texas? All right. What we're not going to do now is start putting out y'all cities and states and say, FG, come to the city or state, right? If I'm in the city or state already, then maybe, right? But if not, and if I can find a place where I can host it and I ain't got to pay for it, because if I got to pay, then I got to charge you. And I kind of want to do this for free. Okay, I will thank you. I'm in Georgia. Okay, pull up on me. Detroit definitely need a class. All right, fuck it. Put the state you want me to come to in the comments, please. Thank you. I'll let y'all go crazy. Lisa Morrison says, joining now. Fantastic. Need to know time on the 23rd. I would drive to Atlanta for that period. Well, on the 23rd, Lisa is going to be in Brooklyn, New York, not Atlanta. June 23rd will be in Brooklyn, New York, not Atlanta. Anna, I'm talking about like for a listing or something. Oh, I'm not sure, Anna. Like you talking about to list it as a multifamily? I mean, if it's a if the property is zoned as a single family with accessory units and stuff like that, then just leave it as is and sell the potential cash flow of the property or the income that the property is generating with those ADUs. Those just sound like ADUs to me. All right, we got somebody on the show. Let me get my man Byron on here. All right, what's good, King?
Hey, good afternoon, MG. How you doing today?
I'm alive and blessed, man. How you?
Good, good. I just had a general question. It's not regarding a 203Ks, but my question is I'm a disabled veteran, and I've been disabled since 2010. So I haven't worked or filed taxes. So how is that going to affect me with the mortgage application process? Because I know they want 2 to 3 years of tax returns and all that good stuff.
Well, so first of all, thank you for your service. First
Okay.
things first. We definitely salute you, brother. Now, in terms of honestly, I would need to look at because I'm sure you get disability income, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% service connected, so I could provide all that type of documentation for
Yeah,
that.
so we'll just use that documentation and use that
Hmm.
income to qualify. Now, that's if you're looking to buy a primary residence. But if you're looking to buy, let's just say, an investment property, right?
Okay.
We when investing, we're not looking at 2-year work history like we are when you're looking to buy a primary residence and if you're doing FHA, conventional VA loans, things like that. When you're doing
Hmm.
investment properties, we're putting them in your LLC name. So
Absolutely.
the property is what we're looking to qualify, not you as the borrower. You, we just need you to personal guarantee it, and we need you to have your credit score above 620. But
Right.
other than that, we're able to bypass the documentation that a traditional mortgage would need if we're
Hmm.
looking at LLCs and investment
Okay.
properties. So
Yeah. Okay.
for your primary VA loan, definitely, because it's 100%
Hmm.
financing, but the income that you're
Hmm.
receiving for disability will determine exactly how much of a loan that VA will approve for you. Did I lose you, brother? Did
Right.
I lo-
And VA will be able to see all that all that information on their side too. So the process should probably be pretty streamlined then.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to get your,
Hmm.
your COE, your certificate of eligibility,
Hmm.
all your disability income paperwork, run credit, and then from there be able to determine exactly what can and cannot be done for you.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you, MG. I appreciate that, and great to meet you.
Likewise, brother. I'll see you at InvestFest.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be there, and I really appreciate you taking care of that for me. And
No
when it
doubt.
gets a little closer, I'll DM you regarding the the list. I'm sure you don't probably want to mention it where that on here.
Yeah. No. You good. You on the list. Don't worry. You
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
list, but definitely like I would say end of
Mhm.
July, definitely, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? So that because
Yeah.
I think all my comp tickets are gonna go out like end of July. So for sure.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And once again, thank you. I appreciate you taking care of that for me. I really
Nah,
appreciate it.
thank you, brother. Now that I know that
Yeah.
disabled military, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I had a good
Mhm.
energy about you anyway. So like this
Mhm.
makes it even,
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that for you, brother.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I know your father was military also. So, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and I know you in your studio you have his flag on your
Yep.
table. So,
It's right over there as we speak.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, thanks, MG. I appreciate
All
it. I'll let somebody else get on here and get some questions
right,
answered.
all right, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Shout out to Byron 23. Lisa Morrison, laughing out. I got it, but time for Brooklyn, and I'm for sure will drive to Atlanta in July. This information is priceless. Yeah. Atlanta, here we come. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be able to set up a free class in Atlanta too. Let's say what's this conversation? RJ Bar, Florida, Jacksonville. Jacksonville is one of the newest cities that are booming right now. MG, we need you. Well, I guess I need to go to Jacksonville then. All right, tap in, y'all. If you want to get on the show, like my man Byron, the link is in the comments. I'm gonna post it right now. I'll take one or two more people before I got to get out of here. I've been on here for 30 minutes so far. Come to shout out to Ebony Watson. Come to Columbus, Ohio. Yes, expensive California. Come to California, Vanessa. Yeah, maybe I'm a definitely come to LA. Definitely coming to LA for this. You will drive from. All right. So who wants to drive? Who's driving to New York for this class on the 23rd, man? Why not? Yep. TJH, you rocking. You got a lot to talk about. TJH, get on the show. Come on. You got information. So what you got? What you talking about? You must be a realtor or something. He'll be a good candidate, 100% military, disability with no property taxes. That's a fact. That is a fact. Anna, I'm not going to Arizona unless I'm going to the spa. I hear you got some good spas in Arizona. So I will go there. And definitely Detroit. Dallas, Texas, definitely. Come to Cashville. Stop playing, man. Yo, why I read that? Like, yo. Yeah. Great. Chicago. I'll be in Chicago July 12th and 13th for my brother Ross Max seminar. So make sure y'all tap in with that. I'll also be in Nashville, Tennessee this weekend too. Um, Shout out to my guys over there in Nashville, Tennessee. So tap in with that as well. Scottsdale got the best spas. I need that. Yes, absolutely. About Jacksonville, Florida. This is where I am, and it's a quite prepared taxes. Boom. Yep. I heard that a lot about that in LA. Yep. LA, we got to do that too. All right. So we've been on here for 30 minutes, 32 minutes or so. It's almost 6 o'clock. Remember, tomorrow we got a class in the academy, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a credit class. If you're part of the academy, check the calendar so that way you can see the list of classes that are coming up. Um, like I said, this week I'm going to be in. Let me just get the information for y'all on this one. I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, powered by Triple M Elite Weekend. Shout out to my guy Abram Mitchell. He was on the show. Y'all seen him on the show. I'll be there June this Friday and Saturday. I'll be out there. So make sure you tap in. It's an all-star lineup. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you guys tap in Nashville, Tennessee. Go to triplemmethod.com. Get your tickets. Or follow my guy Abram Mitchell on Instagram and go to his link in his bio and get your tickets. All right. So yeah, June 23rd, New York. June 23rd, New York. Free class. Since it's homeownership awareness or what is they call this shit? Happy Homeownership Month or something like that. National Homeownership Month. That's what it's called. National Homeownership Month. I'm gonna do a free class in Brooklyn Sunday, June 23rd. So make sure you guys tap in with that. I'm going to put the link in the bio tomorrow on my Instagram. And if you DM me on Instagram the word New York, when I get the link tonight, tomorrow morning, I'll personally go on my DMs and I'll send it to you. Right? There you have it. All my Academy members. And seating is limited. I think I'm only going to do 100 seats. I think the Brooklyn Bank can hold like 200, but I'm going to do like 100 seats because I want it to be a good networking event. It's going to start at like noon. Doors going to open like 11. We're going to start the class at noon. We're going to end like 3, 4 o'clock. And we're just going to just come prepared to take a lot of information. I'm going to have a couple special guests. If you know me and you come into any of my in-person classes, then you already know how I give it up. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see you guys on Academy class tomorrow, but we're going to do an in-person class on June 23rd. Link will be available tomorrow to register. First come, first serve. It is free. All right, that's all I got for y'all, man. Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, but better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. Peace.